a life that is worthy of emulation. Live a life that can attract somebody. Do you desire to be fruitful? The qualification for fruitfulness is that you must abide in him. Settle. When men shall say there is a casting down, you will announce that there is a lifting up. Ladies and gentlemen, in a nutshell, I just want to share with you today, I see favor. I see favor. I sense favor. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. A few minutes from now, I'll be through with you, but let me say this to you. I didn't come to talk the words of a man, so the words that I'm about to speak to you, they may not really agree with your feelings and emotions. Listen, anytime you come before the Lord, be willing to hear what God wants to tell you. And when you are interested in hearing what you want to hear, then you want to remain where you are. Because if you keep doing the same thing, you keep getting the same result. Anytime you want a different result, you do something different. You do something different. When you need a move, then you allow God to talk to you how he wants to talk to you. Ladies and gentlemen, as an ordinary man, each time you look at the word favor, like I'm about to talk now, and I say I see favor, I sense favor, I have a feel that favor is around here. An ordinary man will have a feeling that if I'm a carrier of favor, then everything around me will automatically look very appetizing, inviting, tantalizing, if you want. That each time there is favor, it means I can be sick, it means I can be broke, it means I get everything that I want. That is an indication to a layman that I'm a carrier of favor. Anytime you see or hear somebody say I have favor, what comes into the mind of a layman is that this is a person that has no struggle. But I want to blow your mind. There is nobody in this room, there is nobody on earth that has no one struggle or the other. Everyone got a struggle, but the difference is that your struggle is not my struggle, because what is facing you is not what is facing me. There is somebody in this room right now that is facing the challenge of childbearing, but there's another person that is facing the challenge of too much children. All these are challenges. Come on now, come on now. Am I saying the truth right now? You see, there is somebody out there who is looking for money, like Nigerians who live abroad. There is a young man who called on the phone sometime 2 months ago and said, I have a challenge. And what is his challenge? Child of God, he has made money. He has made money, but his challenge is, how do I bring my money from Germany to Nigeria? I have made so much money, but man of God, pray for me. I don't know how to move the money that I have made into Nigeria. So it's a challenge. His challenge is how to move the money. And right where you are now, hearing this, to you it looks like, what does he mean by that? I will move it. But it's not as easy as you are thinking, because that money alone can land him in prison. That money alone can put him in trouble that looking for the money didn't put him. And it's a serious challenge. And he said to me, for 3 days I have not slept. I'm not sleeping. I'm in trouble. Man of God, help me. I need to move this money, but how do I do it? Now, in the same Germany, you will agree with me that there are many others whose problem is to make the money, and some of them will tell you, let me make it first, forget about how I will carry it. Come on now. And that is to say that in this world, every one of us, we are facing something. Oh, come on now. Every one of us, we are facing something. I have taken my time to discover that what you are looking for is looking for somebody, and what somebody is looking for you. And I have come to discover in my journey with God that most times in life you don't value what you have till you lose it. How many of you agree with this? Most times in life you don't value what you have till you lose it. And most times you don't value it till you are near losing it. When you are near losing it, that is when it dawned on you that I had something that I did not value. But that thing I did not value, somebody else is looking for it with their life and everything, but cannot get. But you that have it, you have no value for it. It might interest you to know that what you are putting on now as a dress, somebody is eyeing it and praying seriously, oh Lord, give me this one, and this year's Christmas is done. Come on now. Come, true of us. Now, that is what life is all about. And at this point, I will say this to you, that favor in the eyes of men is different from favor in the eyes of God. When God said a man is favored, it means a different thing to God than when a man says a man is favored. I told you I want to get deep before I get hotter, and I believe I am bringing it home now, and any moment from now I will ride on it, and a few minutes I'll be through. But take this from me. When God told me that a man whose name is Job found favor in the sight of God, I looked at it from the perspective of a man, and I had expected to see something in the life of Job. But immediately God was so much in love and in favor with Job that God boasted with Job. And ladies and gentlemen, as a preacher that I am, as a called servant of God that I am, I'm working hard in faith every day. I'm laying my life on the altar of Jehovah, waiting for any day that God will boast with my name. And God boasted with the name of Job by saying to Satan, have you considered my servant Job? When God can call a man his servant, it means so much to me. I don't know if it means to you, but I'll tell you what I mean. There are people in this world who you call your friends, but they don't call you their friends. There are people in this world who you say you are too close to, but they don't take you like that. But for somebody like God to look at a man and say, this one is my own, listen to me, that is why I'm sure that God will leave me. That is why I'm sure that God will not forsake me. Brother can forsake me, sister can forsake me, child can forsake the parent, wife can forsake the husband, husband can forsake the wife, any man can forsake another man. But I know a God who cannot forsake me. If he called me his servant today, I will be his servant forever. Oh my God, come on now. Because before he called me his servant, he already know my in and my out. He already know what I have done and what I will do. He already know where I will fall and where I will not fall. If he considered all of those and said, this is my servant, he is not going to change his mind tomorrow. Now hold on, I'm drawing an illustration here. And God looked at a man called Job and said, he is my servant. And God's favor was on Job. But the next thing I saw was that all that Job had went. Ladies and gentlemen, in the eyes of a man, does that look like favor? Come on, somebody talk to me. Does it look like favor? It doesn't look like favor. But to God it was favor. Have you seen that his ways are not our ways? His thought is not our own. Now hear me. Every man in this room, on Friday I was talking in Port Harcourt and I said, don't you ever consider my relationship with God according to what you see in me. For you to know that I'm a man of God, it's not dependent on how much money I have. It is not my bank account that tells whether I'm a man of God or not. It's not true. Some of us in our generation believe that if this man is of God, he should be very rich. My relationship with God is not financial. It is not money that determines whether I am serving God or not. Some of us think if this one is of God, he shouldn't be sick. It's not true. Whether I'm sick or well, that is not what tells that I am a man of God. Come on now. He made a promise to the church, and the church seemed to be looking down on that promise. The Bible says, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered him from. The word from means that you were in. Come on now. The righteous was in poverty. The Lord delivered him from poverty. The righteous was in sickness, and the Lord delivered him from sickness. Come on now. Somebody pick it, pick it, pick it. Now, the word delivered him from means he was in there. The righteous was in a struggle, and the Lord delivered him from struggle. The righteous was in pain, and the Lord delivered him from pain. But the righteous was in there. But child of God, mark it, I'm getting closer. When you meet the righteous in trouble, don't laugh. When you meet the righteous in trouble, don't conclude, because he is coming out. The difference between us and the world is that when they get in there, they may die there. But when we get in there, we are coming out. We are coming out victorious. We are coming out with testimony. We can get in there, but we are coming out. For the Bible said that the steps of a good man are ordered by God, even though he falls. God will order my step, but it is possible I fall. But when I fall, don't laugh at me. When I fall, it's not the end of my journey. You know why? You know why? because he will lift me up. Now, I have been able to bring it home enough for you to know that what God considered to be favor is not what man considered to be favor. You can be favored of the Lord and still be the first man in a second position. How many of you understand what I mean? You are the first man, but you are in the second position. But you are the first man. The journey I started on Thursday has to do with our brother Joseph. And we were talking about the word of God saying in Genesis 39 verse 41, the Bible said that this man called Joseph, that God was with him. And the Bible said that God had mercy on him. And that was where we stopped. And that was not the end of verse 21. And we discovered that the Bible said God was with him. And then God had mercy on him. But God being with him and God having mercy on him, he was in prison. So right in prison, God was with him in prison. Come on now. It's too big for my mouth. But that's what the Bible said. So God was with him in prison. Okay, now I can believe that. I can believe that God was with him in prison because it is theological. It is theologically believable. Why is it theologically believable? I saw that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, that when they were thrown into the fire, my Bible said, my God, who is the fourth man in the fire, entered the fire with them. And when he told me, I will be with you always, I can believe him. What it means is that it doesn't matter where you put me, my God will be there with me. Don't try to put me in any shit, because if you put me in shit, my God will be in shit with me. If you mix me up, my God will be there with me. If you run me down, my God will be there with me. Anywhere you put me, my God is there with me. This thing is coming. Now the Lord was with Joseph, but Joseph was in prison. The mercy of God was upon him, but he was in prison. And I was considering that as I began to reason and think about it. I looked at that same verse 21. The last stanza said, and God showed him favor. And that's the one I want to talk on in a few minutes now and close. Listen, we were talking about God is with him. That one is too big a pill for us to swallow. How God can be with him and yet he's in prison. God gave us another blow and said the mercy of God was upon him. When God have mercy on you, he does not remember your past. When the mercies of God follow you. Now listen. A man may have mercy on you and in the course of time change his mind. I will tell you what I mean. I am a practical preacher. It is possible for you to offend me now and plead for mercy. And I look at you and say, okay, I have mercy on you. It's okay, I've forgiven you. I have mercy on you. Tomorrow, if you do anything close to what you did yesterday, it brings back my mind to the one you have done. Come on now. Somebody talk to me. Am I correct? It brings back my mind to the one you had done. But that one I had forgiven. No. Come on. But I'm talking like a human now. I'm talking like a human now. Now, it brings back. That is why the only person that actually can have mercy is God. We are trying to be like God, but none of us is God already. If you are God, you will not be here. So now, hear me. When I have mercy on you over one thing, help me to make the mercy permanent. Oh, come on. I'm a practical preacher. That's why I believe I will go to heaven. Help me to permanent the mercy. How are you going to help me? Brother, don't do it again. Because there's no man on earth that wants to be on the receiving side. Come on now. Are you getting what I'm saying? Now listen. I desire to forgive you, but you should know that I am not righteous like God is. I'm only fighting to be righteous. Come on now. Now, when God said, I will have mercy upon whom I will have mercy, it means even that mercy is not for everybody. Oh, come on, forgive me, forgive me. If God said, I will have mercy upon whom I will have mercy, it means that mercy is not for everybody. He said nobody has the right to question me. I am God. When I decide to have mercy upon an individual, I will have mercy upon you. If I choose not to, nobody will do anything to me. He said to the mother of Jacob and Esau, there are two nations in your womb. The first one, I hate him. But they were in the womb. They were in the womb. Right inside the womb. Somebody in this church, talk to me. Explain me theology. Because anytime theology meets with psychology, they come to dichotomy. Tell me something, child of God. What did this child in the womb do that God said, I hate him? Somebody explain it to me. Are you that is a theologian to the call? Be it an evangelical theologian or be it an academic theologian, any school of thought that you belong to, could you please explain to me what the child in the womb had done? Oh brother, oh you hear me? I give you another. Don't tell me anything about these children, because the Bible said they are of one father. That is to say, the same gene that formed the first is the one that formed the second. Don't tell me it was the sin of their fathers. If it be the sin of their fathers, then it's in the both of them. Come on now. Because it is the same blood that formed them, the same womb that is carrying them. Then what did the first one do? That God said, the first one I hate him, the second one I love him. And ladies and gentlemen, when God say I love a man, don't try to fight the man. You will kill yourself. I feel the preach now. When God say I love a man, don't stand on the way of that man. You will end your family. You will end your journey. When God say I love a man, don't try to stand against him, because when God love a man, that man is unstoppable. When God love a man, he stands with a man. When God love a man, he fights for the man. Ladies and gentlemen, between the two brothers, this is not where I'm going. I don't know why God is leading me this way. Between the two brothers, Esau and Jacob, if you look at their lives very closely, the one that is an easygoing man is Esau. I'll prove it to you. The easygoing man is Esau. Jacob was not an easygoing man. Starting from their youth, growing up, Jacob wasn't an easygoing guy. And the name Jacob self will tell you who the guy was. Because his name Jacob simply means trickich. Simply means gamich. He's a game man. And from the beginning he had been like that. How do I mean? I said to you, without fear of favor, that between the both of them, Esau was an easygoing man. Esau was hungry the other day. He walked up to the brother and said, give me porridge to eat. The brother said, no, I will give you my porridge under one condition. That guy is a businessman. He said, I will give you my porridge under one condition. you will give me your birthright, then I will give you my porridge. Esau said, what is my birthright to me? After all, you are my brother. We are the same thing. Oh yeah, take my birthright. Just take my birthright. Give me porridge to eat. And Jacob wasn't joking. That was when Jacob gave him porridge to eat. Esau was an easygoing man. He took it lightly. I give you another point because I don't have time to waste today. But for you to know that Esau was an easygoing man. The father called him and said, my son Esau, I'm about to join my fathers. I'm about to die. You are my first son and I want to bless you before I die. Go get me something to eat that I'm gonna bless you before I die. Go and make me pepper soup. The mother overheard it. And then you know the rest of the story, but I'm going somewhere. When eventually he came late and got to the father with his own pepper soup, and the father shouted, ah, my son Esau, your brother has taken the blessing in your place. An easygoing man. He said, Father, is there no other blessing remaining? Is there no other one remaining? I'm an easygoing man. If there is anyone remaining, give me that one. Let my brother take the other one, but at least give me something. He was an easygoing man, but Jacob was not an easygoing man. Oh, Jacob was a fighter. Jacob was another kind of man. Oh, you can tell the story of Jacob. Jacob was so hard even to the brother. He told the brother, sell me your birthright and I give you my porridge. Jacob was so hard even to his mother. Jacob told the mother, when the mother said go in and then act like you are your brother, he said to the mother, in one condition, we shall strike a deal. That guy, he was a tough guy. He said we shall strike a deal. If he curse me, the curse will be on your head, mama, but if he bless me, the blessing will be my own. That guy was a bad guy. He was a rugged guy. Oh, come on now, I can push it further than this. That guy was a rugged guy. He was not an easygoing guy. The guy was tough. And hear me now, God know all of these. God saw all of these, but God said, I love him. The love of God is not dependent upon character. The love of God is dependent upon choice. Somebody hear me now. The love of God is not dependent on who you are. It's not dependent on what you do. It is dependent on the choice of God. Whether you like it or not, I carry the love of God. Hey, I feel the rain coming on. I feel like talking in this place. When God say I love a man, I love the man, not because of what he does, not because of who he is, but because I love him. I love him. I love him. I love him. He's only a man that has reason to love. I love her because I love him for. I love him because for God, he doesn't love for anything. If there is anybody that should be loved between Esau and Jacob, given their character, it's Esau. Brother, it's Esau. But in all of those, God said this second one is the one I love. And there is nothing anybody can do about it. But can I say something to you? If somebody can treat the brother like that, treat the mother like that. The mother was fighting for his good, though. He said to the mother, we shall strike a deal. Who did he learn it from? Who did he learn it from? He said to the mother, we shall strike a deal. If curse come, let it rest on you. Because this journey I'm embarking on, two things are involved. Either I get a curse or blessing. But mama, if curse come, I will not share it with you. You will carry all. If blessing come, I will not share with you. I will carry all. That was what he did to the mother's brother. When he went to serve him, as the thing began to produce, as the animals of the man began to produce, he told the man, let's do business. If they give birth, anyone that has color, I take. Plain one, you take. The man said, okay. And he know what to do so that they will be given birth to colorful ones. And he started doing it. So all of them began to deliver colorful ones. The man began to go down and Jacob began to go high. That guy was not an easygoing guy. And God knew all of this. But God said, I love him. Do you know more than God? Help me tell your neighbor. If there's anybody here who sings that God loves him, tell your neighbor, say, God loves me. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. He doesn't love me for any reason. So whatever you are seeing in me now that you want to go and report to God, he has seen it before you. Because he is the Lord that sees the end from the beginning. Come on, stop talking about Talknado now. Hey, love me, brother. I don't know from where you're watching this program, but there's nothing anybody can do about it. I'm a carrier of favor. Say it here. I'm a carrier of favor. There's nothing anybody can do about it. There's nothing anybody can do about it. You may love, you may hate me, but there's nothing anybody can do about it. Oh yeah, let me preach a little before I close. Oh, come on, somebody, don't get angry now. But even if you get angry, you can do me nothing. I'm anointed by the Holy Ghost. Even if you get angry, you can't stop my journey. Even if you get angry, you can't do anything. I feel it now. I feel it now. Hold on, I'm heading somewhere. I'm going somewhere, brother. I'm going somewhere. I will soon get there. Now, when the favor of God is upon a man, you don't have a choice but celebrate the man. I was to talk about Joseph today, but I don't know why I dabbled into the story of Esau and Jacob. But now, hold on. But you can't really talk about Joseph without talking Jacob. Eh? You can't talk of Joseph without talking Jacob. You know from where now? But then let me round up because I don't intend to keep you longer today. I want to release you early. Now take this from me. I told you that the favor of God does not come on men by what they do. Some people are thinking that they are doing well because they have good character. Brother, shut up. The holiest man on earth is not the richest man on earth. The holiest man on earth is not the oldest man on earth. Because I have discovered that in this life, most times, good people die early. Come on now. Come on now. Somebody talk to me here. Good people die early. And you'll be surprised how bad people live longer. Because God is giving them chance to see whether they can repent. Oh, come on now, to see whether they can repent. But this guy Jacob was somebody else. This guy Jacob was tough. And for you to know, do you know that when he wanted to marry, his choice of a wife was a thief. Somebody is laughing now. I'm telling you Bible and you're laughing. His choice of a wife was a thief. This was not God giving him. This is him choosing himself. The guy I pity was somebody like Prophet Hosea. In the case of Prophet Hosea was that God ordered him to go and marry a prostitute. But for you to know that that was not the heart of Hosea. He was crying every day. Hosea was crying and complaining every day. God, what is this now? God said, don't worry. Marry her. I just want to use it to teach you what Israel is doing to me. And Hosea in his heart would have said to God, God, so you are paying me for what Israel did to you. What did I do? Come on now. But in Jacob's own case was that he decided to choose a wife. And his choice. His choice of a wife was a thief. And shall I remind you that the first one that was given to him was Lee. Lee was not a thief. Lee was an easygoing person. Lee was in the house without being loved, delivering children, but never complained for one day. Never gave Jacob headache for one day. Even after Rachel died, Lee never gave the husband trouble. Never troubled the man any day, but yet was not recognized. You can't read the book of Genesis. You wouldn't see much about Lee. Lee wasn't talking. Lee was a wife material. She was there raising her children, facing her home, building the home and working. Because working women do not talk anyhow. Anytime you see women gathering together to gossip, they are lazy and useless set of women. Anytime a woman cannot stay in her husband's house, but visit from one person to the other, looking for where there is gossip so she can talk, that woman is a shame to womanhood, because if she's working, she will have no time for that. Anytime you see a woman who cannot rest, all the time you on phone talking rubbish, talking nonsense, those are not wives, those are thieves. They belong to the class of Rachel. They belong to the class of Rachel. Okay, now, oh yeah, take it from there. The guy, I was talking about men, nobody clapped. When I was talking about how bad Jacob was, nobody clapped. I just talked about woman, now you people started clapping. This is unfair. This is unfair. There are some men here who are like Jacob. Truth is not in their mouth. Jacob got no truth. Anything you do with them, they must cheat you. Any business you do with them, if they don't cheat you, they will not rest. Those belong to the class of Jacob. Tricky men, bad men. Now, I like this one now. I like this one now. Tricky men. Very bad set of men. Let me tell you a little bit about Jacob. That guy was something else. That guy was a tough guy. Do you know something? He know how to hide things. He know how to maneuver. That is why that guy is a tough guy. And when I read my Bible and I saw the Bible likening God, the Bible says he is the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and then the God of Jacob. I said, He said he's the God of Jacob. God, you accepted to be the God of Jacob. This Jacob that I know, that guy was not a good man. He was not a good Christian. I'm sorry, but can I say this to you? If there is any Jacob in this house, don't do business with him. If you do business with him, you run into trouble. That is who Jacob is. Shall I remind you that Jacob is a heartbreaker? From the day Lee was given to him, that guy doesn't have the heart of a human being. My Bible said as soon as he unveiled Lee and discovered that this was not the one that he bargained for, right there and then he showed Lee rejection. But at least as a man with humor, you would at least, that is supposed to be her happiest day. You should at least accept her like somebody like Joseph, you know, the foster father of Jesus. When he discovered that Mary, the mother of Jesus, was pregnant, and he looked at himself that he was not responsible. That guy was a gentleman, even though he didn't go to school, but he was a gentleman. And that is where I learned that gentility is not taught in school, is character. Now the guy saw that the wife to be was pregnant and he was not responsible. He said, no, I will not disgrace her. I will not make it public. But that guy, he's trying. He's a gentleman. Come on now. He's a gentleman. He said, I will keep the secret for you, but I will gradually let you go. Come on now. I'm not marrying again because I never began to marry a second hand. I thought I will marry brand new, but this one you are now Tokumbo. I don't want to marry Tokumbo. That is why no man desire to marry our wife. Every man desire to marry my wife, his own wife. The guy said, I'm gentle, I'm cool, but I will put you out very gently. But I promise not to disgrace you. I promise not to make it public, but you're going to leave my house. I promise not to let the world know, but I'm not marrying again. But that guy was a good guy until the Lord appeared to him and then spoke to him. But there is a man God will appear to. If God doesn't call his name, give some write-up defining that I am Jehovah, then you will tell him, prove it to me. Oh, come on now. Oh, that's not where I'm going today. Oh, but you know what? In the case of Jacob, he showed Lee outright rejection and said, excuse me, sir, I served 7 years to marry your second daughter. That is the one I want, because our character match each other. We are compatible. Listen to me. There is no way a good man will be compatible with a bad woman. Anytime there is compatibility, there is something in you that is in her. What is driving you is driving her. But anytime you are clean and the other is dirty, both of you can live well, because something must be pinching you. Oh, come on, I can't stay here. Oh, come on, I can't be here. There is something about you, oh, that I don't want in me. There is something about you that should not hang around me here, because darkness and light has nothing in common. But he can be comfortable with a thief, because himself is a thief. Because it takes a thief to harbor a thief. I didn't hear you now. It takes a thief to harbor a thief. He said, no, that is the one I want. And they gave him the condition of serving another 7 years, and the guy was ready. His choice of a wife. He didn't marry her for too long. She gave him only 2 children, and she was the first woman in the Bible to die giving birth. She was delivering and she died giving birth as a result of the curse that she allowed to come upon her when she stole her father's God. She stole her father's God and put it where you will not ordinarily search. That is to say, she's an experienced thief. She's been stealing for a very long time. There are some men here, there's no truth in your mouth. Not even one. When you tell somebody good afternoon, the person has to look at time, because it may be good night and you are saying afternoon, to deceive the person that that time is afternoon so you can cut their head. There are some men here, from your hello to the last word out of your mouth, there's no truth in it. Nobody can trust you. The only thing you go about telling are lies. Do you know that there are people in this world who lie like Jacob? Their lie is so strong, so bad, that you will be surprised. They lie for nothing. Do you know there are people who lie for nothing? They are lying for something, they will not gain anything. There is no trouble, they just lie. Some people just form something and they just tell you. Something that does not exist anywhere. You begin to wonder, where are these people coming from? There are people who should not be on this planet. That was why when they were sending the devil here, angels in heaven shouted, woe to the world where the devil is going. Anytime you meet such people in your life, when they walk into your life, when they walk into your space, oh my God, God help all of us. May God deliver us from such people. If they tell you anything, everything they tell you is but a lie. If you follow their words, you will be misled. If you listen to them, you will go the wrong place. You will do the wrong thing. You will hate the wrong people. They will cook up stories and tell you about people, things that do not exist. They will create enmity. They will divide friends. They will divide relations. When you marry them as wives, if you are not strong, you can't relate with your family members. When you marry them as husband, you can't keep friends. Nobody comes around you. They will cook up lies. They will lie on the head of your brother. They will tell things that do not exist. Some of them are like Potiphar's wife. In their own offense, they will heap the blame on another. If you are an ignorant man, you will act like Potiphar. How many of you know that God did not punish Potiphar? God didn't punish him. There's no way God will punish him. Potiphar was acting in ignorance. Any other man could have done the same. Ordinary man do. But if you know that your husband is a liar, don't take his words serious. If you know that your wife is a liar, don't take her words serious. Did you hear me, church? If you hear me, say I hear. I'm telling you the truth and I lie not. If you know your husband is a liar, when he tell you something, watch it. When you have a child who is a liar, when that child tell you something, watch it. If not, the child will come up to you one day and say, Mr. B, just beat me now. And you jump up. If you have a child that is a liar, if you are not careful, they will give you high blood pressure. They will cook up lies. They will create problem. They will come and tell you that mommy said what she didn't say. They will come and tell you that daddy said what he didn't say. There will be trouble in the home. And listen, they are not the problem. Their father, the devil, is the problem. And anytime you have such people around you, it's an indication that you are a great destiny. Any opportunity you have, shift them. When you shift them from your life, you do better. If you hear me, say I hear. Somebody say favor. Son, I pray for you, like I pray for everyone in this house, that the favor of God will enjoy expression in you. What you need is for God's favor to enjoy expression. When the favor of God is upon you, wherever you are a champion. Wherever you go, you are in charge. Genesis 39 verse 21. The last stanza. Somebody help me. If you can, anybody can help. Genesis 39 verse 21. You can read it from the beginning. So you read, anybody. But the Lord was with Joseph and showed him mercy. Mark that word. The Lord was with Joseph, not the Lord is with Joseph. The Bible did not say the Lord is with Joseph. The Bible said the Lord was with Joseph. The word was is telling me that the Lord did not come to Joseph when he arrived the prison. The Lord had been with him before he entered the prison. Oh, come on now. The Lord had been with him before he entered the prison. If the Bible said the Lord is with Joseph, it means that where we met him at that point was where the Lord came to be with him. But for the Bible to say that the Lord was, it means before he got to prison, the Lord was with him. I don't know where you are seeing me now, but before I got here, the Lord has been with me. I told them in Lagos when I was preaching for Glory Assembly, I told them in the church, I said I am not blessed when I came to church. I was blessed before I came to church. Oh my God. I was not blessed when I came to church. I was blessed before I come to church. I was not blessed because I arrived here. I was blessed before I arrived here. I didn't get the blessings of God when I came into Abba. I was blessed before I came into Abba. The only thing I'm seeing is the manifestation of the blessing that was on me before I got here. The blessing didn't make me here. I have been carrying the blessing from the beginning. I want to preach now, but I got no time to preach. I have few minutes to talk. And the Lord was was with Joseph. Oh, somebody help me now. My destiny is stuck in. I feel a bridge coming on. I feel a hand mightier than I. Oh, somebody help me now. I feel deliverance is on the way. I feel healing is coming now. And the Lord was with Joseph, and the Lord had mercy on him. Give it to me.
And he gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison.
And he gave him favor. He did not achieve favor, he gave him. During the crusade, while I was speaking at Port Harcourt, I said, I am not an achiever, I am a receiver. Whatever I have today, it's not as a result of my achievement. It's as a result of receiving from God. The Bible said, and the Lord gave him favor. He didn't struggle for favor. Every man, every woman in this house, receive favor, 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 receive favor. Wherever you are in this house, receive favor, receive favor. I am speaking at grace. Somebody receive favor, receive favor, receive favor. In your family, receive favor. The Lord gave him favor. The Lord will give you favor. He will give your family favor. He will give favor in your marriage. He will give favor in your career. He will give favor in your destiny. Receive favor, receive favor. As you hear the sound of my voice, receive favor. In your marriage, receive favor. God gave him favor. He did not labor for favor. God gave him favor. He did not beg for favor. God gave him favor. Everyone under the influence of my voice, by the time I'm through with this message today, you will receive favor. If your amen can shake this house, you will be the first to raise your hand in testimony. He did not work hard for favor. He did not labor for favor. What you will receive this week shall not be traceable to your labor. It shall not be traceable to your hard work. It shall not be traceable to your commitments. It will happen out of the hand of favor. If your amen is the loudest, you will record favor. If your amen is the loudest, you will record favor. 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 Somebody lift your voice and holler. You will record favor. And the Lord gave him Mantalayarabash. Somebody is calling my name. I feel favor coming your way. I see favor stepping into your family. I see favor walking into your affairs. I see favor walking to your business. I see favor walking to your career. But let no man in this house be left untouched. Touch everybody. As you're holding somebody now, favor is dragging that person. Leave no man untouched. Leave no man untouched. Leave no woman untouched. Leave no man untouched. Leave no woman untouched. Leave no man untouched. Leave no woman untouched. And he gave him to say Joseph was on his own. God gave him. Every one of you in this house today, he will give you. When God gives you favor, people that do not know you will know you. People that do not know you will favor you. Somebody will walk into your shop tomorrow morning and say, this is not where I'm coming, but I don't know why I entered here. The Bible said, and the Lord gave him, mark that word, gave him favor. The next thing I saw was in the sight of the keeper of the prison. The Lord gave him favor in the sight. Sir, stand up, stand up. Sir, in the sight of the keeper of the prison. If the Lord give you favor in the sight of your customer, in the sight of the government, in the sight of your destiny helper, you know what it means? I told you I will not go deep, but I will scratch. I love the Bible. And the Lord gave him favor in the sight. When the Lord gives you favor in the sight of this man of God, it is you God gave the favor, but the favor is in his sight. There is one English word that said beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Hear me now. When the Lord gives you favor in the sight of this man, anytime he look at you, the only thing he's seeing are things that will push him to favor you. Anytime he looks at you, he's looking for something to give you, looking for something to do for you. Because the Lord has given you favor in his sight. When he look at me, he may not see the same thing. I may be closer to him, but each time he looks at you, he releases. And the Lord gave him favor. Oh, come on, I feel a preach coming on. Oh, come on now, come on now. Each time he looks at you, he is seeing the favor of God. He has no choice. Most times, people who favor you are people you are better than they are. When the Lord gives you favor in the sight of somebody, as that person looks at you, he's only looking for what to do for you. What does it mean for the Lord to give somebody favor in the sight of another? When you look at the case of Mordecai, you will know what it means for the Lord to give favor. When the king will go and the king will not sleep, favor will take away sleep from the eyes of the king. The king will say, I'm looking for something. There is somebody here. This week, you shall receive favor. You shall receive favor. I have been a beneficiary of favor. So when I talk to you, I know what I'm saying. When somebody will look at you and feel like emptying his pockets, feel like giving you everything in his life, feel like offering you everything that he has, somebody will be running around, what will I do for this person? And God said he gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison. Now listen, do you know what it means for somebody to be a keeper of the prison? I will explain to you and I will round it off there. I told you I will not get deep because of my time, but I'm going to scratch it. But let me scratch it a little more and I close. Now, the keeper of prison is the one in charge of the prison and the prisoners.
Yes, Papa.
When God gave Joseph favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison, the keeper of the prison relinquished his position and authority and gave it to Joseph. And my Bible said he put Joseph in charge of all the prisoners and did not put his eyes there anymore. That is to say, from the day the Lord gave Joseph favor in his sight, he gave Joseph his position. When the Lord gave favor to David in the sight of Jonathan, Jonathan said to David, take the king. He gave him his position as the next king to be. When the Lord gives you favor in the sight of somebody, that person relinquishes his authority to you, releases his blessing to you, releases his position to you. When I am through with you today, you shall be a carrier of favor. 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 Somebody stand up as if something has gone wrong. If you got your legs, jump up and holler favor. Jump up and holler favor. As you shout favor, it will come on you. As you shout favor, it will come on your home. As you shout favor, it will enter your family. As you shout favor, it will enter your marriage. I feel favor here. As you shout favor, it's happening for you. As you shout favor, it's happening for you. As you shout favor, it will enter your home. As you shout favor, it will enter your marriage. As you shout favor, I feel it here. I feel it here. Ah, somebody's already looking like it.
Jehovah is your name.
Hold on. I said somebody's already looking like it.
Great Redeemer, mighty in battle, you are my weapon of war. Hey, Jehovah is your name.
It's here now.
Omema is your name. Great Redeemer, mighty in battle, you are my weapon of war. Hey!
Oh yeah, I'm coming now. Oh yeah, let's go.
Jehovah is your name. Redeemer is your name.
Bible-believing mission incorporated, the dwelling place of the God of Talknado.
Son, come and give me your hand. 2 weeks from now, that which others consider to be impossibility shall become possible in your life. Go to the altar, kneel down and tell God you are sorry. That the journey where you traveled to and what you did there when you traveled broke the heart of God and God is not happy with you. Go down on that altar, tell God you are sorry as you come back to me. Hold my hand, son. 2 weeks from now, unusual doors will open for you. God of favor will give you favor. And he will give you reason to raise your hands and give him worship. It's a settled matter.
Ibo morogu mo kike. Ade gidiba gidiba. Ibo morogu mo. Ade kakwe kakwe. Ibo morogu mo kike. Ade gidiba gidiba.
You messed up. You messed up there. As you were just standing here, God was playing the tape to me. You took off from here. You went and messed up. Before I saw mercy, in Genesis 39 verse 21, I first saw God was with him. Anytime God is with you, mercy is inevitable. Yes, upon this house, before this altar, as a prophet of high function, your ways have been scattered since then. Since you came back here, you've been a confused man. Yes. You don't know whether to go left or right. Yes, sir. Most times, people sow seed, they don't want to reap the fruit. A woman removed her clothes and placed a curse on you. But that curse, I break it now.
Amen.
I release you out of mercy.
Amen.
That which you brought upon yourself as a mistake, I speak into your life.
Amen.
God will correct it for you.
Amen.
In the name of Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Receive a turnaround now.
Amen.
In Jesus Christ's name.
Amen.
Come on, let the church shout amen.
In the name of the Lord, surely they will scatter.
Oga, go to the road, the tide road. Even if you can pick just little sand, but make sure you pick it from the tide road. Bring it to me.
Hold on.
This is height of wickedness. Your grandmother gave you witchcraft to stop your biological mother from having other children. You are the only child of your mother. Every night, the witchcraft spirit your grandmother gave you makes you to eat up the children in your mother's womb. But now, that spirit will fly out of you.
Odigike puriguso. Odigike puriguso. Odigike puriguso. Nirobara waturu. Ikajoma pugiguso. Ike mami wata pugiguso. Odigike puriguso. Nirobara waturu. Ike kwesa pugiguso. Ike womira pugiguso. Odigike puriguso. Nirobara waturu. Ikilia pugiguso. Ike joma pugiguso.
Hold on. Everybody in this house, if there be any demon spirit attacking your life, attacking your family, misdirecting your fortune, 60 minutes from now, that power shall be swallowed by grace. By grace, by grace, by grace, by grace. It shall be swallowed 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 by grace. Everybody raise your voice and holler. Oh yeah, remove your hand. That is you want to come out. Just block that way, block that way. Yeah, get out of her. Jesus' name.
Babylon to you. Babylon to you. In heaven and the earth. Oh, Babylon. I say Babylon to you. Babylon to you. Babylon to you. Babylon to you. In heaven and the earth.
Thank you, Jesus.
Oh, Babylon to you.
Lift her up. Lift her up. Good news to her mother and to the family. I don't want to talk much. Put the sand in my hand. I am doing this for my name's sake. This is how they went to a busy road, collected sand, placed it upon the altar, and said, your own end will dry for their own place to be booming. Most times, because of the way I handle issues, some people used to think or feel that maybe they need help elsewhere. Most times I allow you to go and try. The truth of the matter is that I boast not and I lie not. In the east of Niger, yes, we occupy a place. Yes, whether you hate me or you love me, that is the truth. The same way they did it and they stopped you. Yes, sir. You took this sand from the tide road. Yes, sir. And this road is a busy tide road. Yes, I return back what they collected. Amen. Go and start tomorrow. You will see difference.
Thank you, sir.
Went back. Went back. Do you believe in me? Do you believe in me? Are you sure you believe in me?
Yes, sir.
Eh?
Yes, sir.
Truly?
Yes, sir.
Sincerely?
Yes, sir.
Eh?
Yes, sir. Yes, that I believe.
Sincerely?
Yes, that I do.
You are already having the feeling for some time now. Some things has been going on in your life. You can't explain it to another. But the truth of the matter is that the spirit of death has been hanging around you.
Yes, Daddy.
You even feel it yourself.
Yes, Daddy.
Do you believe in me?
Yes, Daddy, I do.
Most times, These are the levels I go with men, and they misunderstand me. But I carry double letter. I will not stop. Now I'm hitting it so hard. You see that death now that has been tormenting you for some time now.
Yes, Daddy.
Whether you sleep or you are awake, it has been all over you.
Yes, Daddy.
Now you will know who I am. For some time now, you have been steady coming to church.
Yes,
since
Daddy.
this thing started.
Yes, Daddy.
I'm aware. From the first time you started very seriously coming to faith clinic, coming to Sunday service, I already saw the dead hanging. But I left you for some time to know whether you will return back to your church. Listen, I'm a senior officer.
Yes, Daddy.
I kept quiet. I've been watching. I wanted to see. But you have been consistent. You have not failed since then. Oh yeah, come. Oh yeah, go. Never again. I am the man carrying the prophetic mandate of the God of Talknado. There is difference between June and July. Settle. 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 Gap anywhere Talknado say this way. Tell your heart that Talknado say rest. Tell your heart that Talknado said rest.
Heart, Talknado say rest.
Nobody can understand you.
Yes, sir.
Nobody feel your pain anymore.
Yes, sir.
Nne,
Sir,
I carry double letter.
I know. I know.
The only truth is that this city have pushed me. Talked and talked and talked. At a time I wanted to sit at the fence, but I don't want to sit at the fence anymore. Right now I'm ready. Anybody go ahead and talk anything. I will go ahead and do my own.
Yes, sir.
I've discovered that the more I keep quiet, the more people suffer.
Yes, sir.
The more I keep quiet, the more people go through some things. Come here.
Inye banyerem onemetu chukunobi. Inye banyerem onemetu chukunobi. Onekwe makamo me asisi emeneme. Onekwe makamo tibodi gani ranosia. Nuna hola ni chelovu, legodi ni chelovu.
Madam, I have made up my mind against every odd to do ministry.
Amen.
There is a spirit troubling this child.
Yes, sir.
Don't look at me like you don't know what I'm saying.
I know. Daddy, I know.
There's a spirit pushing this boy.
Yes, sir.
That spirit is what I want to return now.
Amen.
The spirit has scattered your hand.
Yes,
The
sir.
spirit has caused a lot of trouble around you.
Yes, sir.
The sources you were eating from before,
It's true, sir.
it has been blocked.
Yes. It's true,
I
sir.
want to do ministry now.
Daddy, do it.
I have made up my mind that anytime we meet in a service, everybody get ready. I will do ministry.
Amen.
I want that the spirit to depart from this boy
Thanks, sir.
and to restore back to you everything it has taken away.
Amen. Thanks, sir.
It has almost scattered your home,
It's true. That is true.
causing a lot of problem,
That is true.
even in your marriage. Go. God bless you. Your husband is a gate man,
Yes, sir.
and you people live with the owner of the house.
Yes, sir.
They gave you people a place at the boys' quarters.
Yes, sir.
He told your husband that he will be paying him 15,000
Yes, sir.
for 13 months now, a year and 1 month.
Yes, sir.
He has not paid. The only thing you people do is to eat food. They give you people food in the house.
Yes, sir.
But he doesn't give your husband 1 naira.
Yes, sir.
For 13 months. Your husband can take care of his personal bills.
Yes, sir.
But the man has money. There is money in the house, but he doesn't want to pay.
Yes, sir.
Can I help you?
Yes, sir.
I will speak from here, and it will happen there.
Amen.
I will speak from here, and in 20 minutes, I told you people I will do ministry.
Yes, sir.
You will still be here. The Oga will call your husband.
Amen.
He will enter the parlor.
Amen.
The Oga will say, calculate your money. Your husband didn't go to school. As he will making the man will pay him double
Right on, sir.
of what his salary should be.
Right on, sir.
Do you want it to happen? I said 20 minutes.
Amen. Yes, sir.
She shouted amen. In 20 minutes, what I have said will happen.
Amen.
Somebody say 20 minutes. Somebody talk again. Say 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Oh yeah, let me prophesy to you. Every one of you whose money is in the hand of somebody, anybody owing you, it is what I call it that it will be, not what they say it is. It is me that carry double letter kwele. They've checked it and they told you they don't know what it is. It is not pregnancy. They don't know what it is.
Yes, sir.
But they say it's a growth. But people see you around and they think you are pregnant. But they said it's growth.
Yes.
And yet what you are looking for is a baby. You are not looking for growth.
Yes, sir. For a child. Yeah.
You are looking for a child.
Yes, sir.
And not growth. And they said this one is growth. They don't know what it is. They don't know what to call it. But they say you should go and flush it. There is no money to flush it. Oga, come here. Bring me that man. Is there anybody here that know a place in Arochukwu called Otutu? Who know it? Stand up. Do you know the place? You know this person?
Yes, he's my brother.
Your brother?
Yes, sir.
I hear Otutu in Arochukwu and I hear the Lord saying fight, 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 fight. My sister, I said they're paying your husband double his salary for 13 months.
Amen.
It will not stop there. After paying him, the Oga will ask him, what do you want? Your husband will tell him, I used to drive bus before. The Oga will turn around and say, if I buy bus for you now, will you prefer it than being a gate man? Your husband will say yes.
Amen.
By next week, Wednesday, he will bring clean new bus. He will not give him to drive high purchase. He will not give him to drive for him. He will dash him the bus. Then you will tell your husband that this is a product of prophecy. You will tell your husband that this is a product of a word from the mouth of the man of God. I am doing ministry. What I have said, first one will happen today. Second one will happen on Wednesday. And by Thursday, your husband will be registering the bus. This case is hereby settled. 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 Any name I call it now, will you agree? Talk to me, will you agree?
Yes, I will agree, sir.
Eh?
Yes.
You will agree?
Yes.
Mama, look at this stomach. Look at this stomach. The size of this stomach as a mother, naturally talking, how many months pregnancy should be like this? 4 months? Eh? Oh yeah, look at me. Stop looking at her, look at me. I'm the one carrying double letter kwele. The powers fighting you will not go to her, they should locate me. They shouldn't look for her, they shouldn't look for her family, let them look for me. I'm the one challenging them. I'm the one standing between you and the workers of iniquity. She said 4 months. If I stand here now and prophesy to you, even though you saw your message very well last week, if I tell you now that you are 4 months pregnant, against what they have told you you are carrying, will you believe my own?
I will believe, sir. I will believe.
Will you believe my own?
Yes, sir.
That is to say, in the next 5 months, you will be ready to deliver your child.
Yes, I will believe, sir.
You will believe.
Yes.
Oh yeah, let's me your 2 hands up. I came with double letter kwele. Talknado family, that thing where they do me don't start. It don't reach. I told you you will see power. I told you you will see the grace of God in action. Here and now, I changed this thing into 4 months old baby. I give you an opportunity now. Make your choice. Do you want a baby boy or girl?
Baby boy.
Baby boy.
Yes.
A baby boy, 4 months old, in the womb. This case is hereby settled. Settled. My brother, do you believe in power?
Yes, sir.
Do you want to see power now?
Yes, sir.
The money, the wealth that was left for you is almost finished in your hand.
My money disappears.
The money that was left is almost gone. Everything gone. You can't tell what is happening to you. But here now, Diego Cadiego, your father left money.
Millions.
But now, in the face of everybody, it looks like you are a fool, but you are struggling. The truth of the matter is that you are not eating this money, but you can't tell how the money is going. Because there is power your father used to gather the money that you didn't know. So to retain the money becomes difficult. The money is large, property is large, but to control the money, you need the power to control the money. You didn't run to power on time. You were pursuing businesses. You have made contacts, you have done businesses that should yield you millions and taken you to billions.
Millions, sir. Millions. Millions.
But all gone. You can't give account of anyone, because what is eating the money is a large head of a cobra. And I want to shut the mouth of the cobra, because that's the only way you will breathe, because the thing is beginning to affect you badly. And because it is affecting you badly, you've been running around. Listen to me, I'm a senior officer. You were a serious member of this commission before. At a time, things happened and happened. You got discouraged. I kept quiet. You left and stopped coming. I kept quiet, because I'm aware that we are only 3 of us in the whole of Africa that can handle your matter. 3. In the whole of Africa. I'm saying it over the air. Anybody can hear me. Every prophet of God that hear what I have said, you can say anything to your church people, but in your closet you know the truth. The truth of the matter is that Talknado I'm a principality in the kingdom. You can say anything, but very few of us can dabble into such matters. We are not many. That is why I am not in a hurry to rush anybody. I'm not in a hurry to rush anybody. One of the reasons people beg and plead with others is so that hunger will not kill them. God forbid, what I carry is too much for hunger to kill me. Others are calling me. I can never be hungry. I know how to do it. It's a matter of releasing the money that through the wife they did with the hand of government in it. And the money was seized by a man. Your wife has gone to the level of seeing the governor.
Yes. Yes.
Are you making you don't know the man you are standing before him. That is why. That is why I say I carry something. Now, I have a question for you. Are you back or you are still... I know you don't live in Abba Steady now.
Yes.
But are you back?
Yes, I'm back.
From your heart?
Yes.
Are you tired of running around?
Yes.
I close the mouth of the cobra.
Amen.
I close the mouth of the cobra now.
Amen.
It will not swallow anymore.
Amen.
Touch my hand. Touch your pocket. Put it in your pocket. Bring it out. Put it in your pocket. Touch. Put it in your pocket. Or you're going to do business. After 1 month, come back and see Talknado. There is difference between Egbe and Egbe. I want to step into your family now. In 3 minutes, I want to stop untimely death. Enough is enough.
Amen.
There is a barrier that is coming up there.
Yes, sir. My mother's burial, sir.
You say your mother?
My mother's burial, sir.
Wait, your own mother. So this person is your true brother.
Yes, sir.
This is interesting. Is your mother's name Grace?
Yes, sir.
Grace Obunna.
Yes, sir.
They projected something on your mother. Her death started from her falling.
Yes, sir.
People rushed and helped her up.
Yes, sir.
Since then, she was not herself till the day she died.
Yes, sir.
The power that fell her down, that power will fall in 3 minutes.
Amen.
Nobody in your family will die untimely again. Hey. In 3 minutes, somebody said 3 minutes. I'm coming with power. I'm coming with power. Somebody said 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
This is where my generation misunderstand me. But I wish I can help it, but I can't help it. I will dwell in the place of my calling. In 3 minutes, it is over.
Amen.
Over.
Amen.
Over.
Amen. 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 Amen.
Child! Look at the way they killed the other young man. He returned home, just slept and didn't wake up. What kind of wickedness is this? Okay. Oh yeah, go. You will know home. Obiela.
Bible-believing mission incorporated, the dwelling place of the God of Talknado.